Hey, Magic friends, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG. We got some things to talk about. We've had the discussion already about the complete bundle edition fiasco. But not only do I have an update for that, I have an update on some of the what we like to call bad sets from 2022 and before, honestly. But just a couple to call out here. So before we get started on this conversation, don't forget to subscribe. Trying to get to 1,000 peeps. I do appreciate those already subscribed. Thank you very much. And for those of you who keep coming back, hi there. So, without further ado, Phyrexia All Will Be One completed bundle edition. So, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, this is it right here. This is the listing from Amazon. And as you guys know from our previous videos, we talked about this was started on Amazon at $80. I made a couple videos about it. You can go find those in my history. The last video I made was the fact that this set on TCG Player was going for around 160, which is crazy because they were being sold at 80 through Amazon. In that conversation, I mentioned something had to change because it made no sense for this to be sold at Amazon for 80 and people buying it off TCG Player literally for 160. That is absurd. So, um, we also talked about, you know, short selling and maybe it's not enough coming out, all this, that, and the other. So I know some people haven't listed all theirs, but here's what's happened. I think the FOMO for this that we talked about before has hit an all-time high. Everybody has noticed it or have seen the videos on it or whatever the case may be. Hell, maybe they watched my video. I don't know. But I mentioned that Wizards of the Coast was going to do something. With this being as high as it was, there's no reason for them not to just print a buttload of it and put it out there for $80 and make money. Now, the drawback to that is, they schedule the printers out in advance and so forth and so on. Um, what if they can't schedule the printers? Are they really just going to let all that money lay on the table? Will they not go back and delay something else so that they can actually say, hey, we want more of this product because people are paying for it, and we can have a second wave, maybe even a third wave, because people will buy it. So today I was just wanting to check up on it out of morbid curiosity. Um, and when I did, here's what I found. So this is the TCG listing, TCG player that is. They're down to 134.99. 25 listings, only a few more listings than what there was on there. But with the low being 134, that is still $50 higher than it was. And that is absurd. So clearly, you should just go to Amazon and buy this, right? That's what I was thinking. Until I went to Amazon and I was like, so Wizards just going to print more of this, and that's going to be the end of it, and they're going to sell it until they just bust it. On the Wizards website, they literally raised the price to $10 more than what's on TCG Player. Now, with that being said, they probably made this price, put it on here, and then TCG Player had to undercut it because that's the only way people would buy them. Because again, people started finding out, hopefully because of my channel, you can just go to Amazon and buy them cheaper, which is probably why it's 134. But what's funny about this is instead of printing more for the demand, Wizards just raised the price. So this means two things. It means lots of things, but the two things I'm thinking. One, there might not be a reprint of this. They may have already printed all that they want, and there's not going to be any more. Two, because of that, the only way Wizards can get the money that's out there in the market that's blowing up is they literally have to raise their price, and that's how they're going to get their money. So this is insane if that's the route that Wizard went. Now, it means lots of things. One, is it shady on Wizard's part? Yes. Two, am I upset with it? Kind of, sort of. I'll get into that later. Three, do I want these products to be worth money and go up in price? Yes, I do. So, what I like about this is I was able to buy a decent chunk of these way below value. And the fact that they're so great and such a good product, and people are willing to get back into Magic, and they're willing to finally forgive a little bit, maybe, of this damn fiasco that Hasbro has wrought upon the Magic community, that the price of this is going up, could mean great things for the market and the Magic community in general. Because remember, Hasbro's Magic 30 debacle was meant to get them out of financial trouble. Anybody can see that because they've missed their earnings, their stock's way down. This could also do that, and they can still print more. So lots to think about there. So will we get a shellacking from overprinting, or will they just cut their losses, raise their prices on what they got, and then move on with the next thing, and then realize that what they've done here is the way to go moving forward, which is more likely what's going to happen moving forward. So this is very interesting. The road that Wizards took was not the high, not the low road. It was this trail over here to the right where they just said, you know what, screw it, we're not printing anymore. We're just going to raise our price, F it all, and the community can just fight over it. And that's what it looks like they're doing, and that is insane. On one side, I like it. On the other side, it scares the hell out of me. Because, again, this green lights this kind of method moving forward of them making more complete editions, but this time not coming out at a reasonable price. They'll come out at some god-awful $150 price. So, we'll have to wait and see how this all plays out. Now, with that said, other things to look at, too, is as we look back at things of the past and older products, we have New Capenna here. These are the prime prices, 90 a box, 104, 134 for collectors, which is insane. Notice there's only 6 left in stock. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, that kind of goes along with what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is, if you look at this, here's a chart from TCG Player of draft box sales. See where they dipped and they went up again a little bit, and then Amazon dumps and what have you, and it slowly it plummeted again. Now it's on an uptick, and I looked in the sale history. I'm not going to lie to you guys. People are buying 1 to 2 boxes every day. Somebody is, somewhere, on TCG Player. And that's just TCG Player, not mentioning other places. We may be getting to the point where this product that was flooding the market right here is finally running out of stock, which means it may go up in price and may go higher if people don't start coming out of the woodwork and selling it because they're sitting on it. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think anybody's sitting on this, because this was so bad that they just put it on their books. Everybody fire sold it. Amazon fire sold it. Everybody fire sold it. And I'm not going to lie, I like the New Capenna. I thought it was a pretty cool set. Gangsters and what have you. It wasn't all that bad. So also with this, as we look forward, another set to think about when we think about this is Commander Legends Baldur's Gate. And I know everybody hates this set and yada yada, but hear me out for a second. 99 for draft, 89 for set, 150 for collectors. Again, if I pull the draft data on this set from TCG Player, this is what it looks like. Oh, I'm sorry, this is collectors. The collectors started at 148, plummets down to 130, and then all of a sudden, people start buying it and the price starts going up. Now it's back to 148 again, which if you look over here, it says 150. This doesn't say there's none left, but I'm not going to lie. When I looked at TCG Player, these boxes, draft, set, and collector, are being sold daily and in large quantities. I'm talking 1 here, 2 here, but some is 6 a case. Like, something is going on. Someone is scooping up this product to hold it to make it either go up, or people are getting this on the deal because it is cheaper than the current product, and they're realizing the product will never be this cheap again. And if that is the case, we may be looking at, not just with this product, not just with Streets, we're talking Midnight Hunt, Crimson Vow, all those Strixhaven. We may be looking at another situation over several sets that may be another Ixalan battle oath situation where they're like, oh, print to oblivion, it bottoms out, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, there's suddenly none of it nowhere. Nobody has it. And the price starts going back up. I mean, this may be the time where the market starts to shift because other prices and other boxes are so high that these can't stay low anymore. Because you're paying 110, 120 for set and draft. Why would you not buy these for $20, $30 cheaper? And if you're a grandparent or a parent who don't know any better and your kids wants to play Magic, you're going to get a cheaper product like this to let them play for fun than the more expensive product, which may be where some of this is going, which also means those kids aren't going to keep the cards correct, play with them correctly. They're going to trash them, throw them away. They're going to be lost. It's going to be a lot like Alpha Beta. We're set up for a kind of Ixalan style where Ixalan is, and Keldheim, not Keldheim, sorry, Kaladesh style, where the boxes may start to suddenly skyrocket because they just magically disappear and nobody knows where they're at. And it's because of low print runs. Nobody wanted them. Nobody bought them. And they weren't reprinted. Like, Baldur's Gate didn't get a second and third printing. Why would it? Nobody bought it. Same goes for Streets. Crimson Vow, I know probably didn't. Midnight Hunt. This may be the beginning of a setup for a big price spike 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road. But this may have been in 2022 the perfect storm to set some people up to actually make a decent amount of money. So that's my thoughts. You guys look into it. Tell me what you think down below. At the end of the day, this is all kind of crazy. It's pre-release weekend coming up, so I got some videos coming, but other than that, I probably won't be on very much while I get my game on. Hope to see you guys there. Don't forget, links in the description to Patreon and eBay store. Till next time, be kind. And as always, I hope to see you across from the game table, where we will all be one.